Oh, how far we have come. I thought that the skate park video I done the other day was a little bit weird. Fast forward to today, and I load up my Discord, and a Mr. Tommy Toboggan has slid in my DMs, and sends me a screenshot of this. This is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart, and to my knowledge, Tommy has made this from scratch, in his words, to put into MX Bikes with the help of D Blue. Now, I don't think I've ever ridden any tracks by either of them before. I'm not sure. I think this might be a first-time thing. However, you can't deny it looks pretty bloody cool. All of these objects, so these sides here, they're collidable. I'm not sure if the bananas are collidable yet. Let me dodge it. Let me try and run into these things. What about the shells? Are they collidable? No, they're not. What about the bananas? No. Okay. Oh God! Please don't fall off the edge, please. Oh, I don't even know if you can fall off the edge. Oh, hang on. That. Oh my God! Oh. Okay. I found a bug. Okie dokie. So, take number two. So just a notice to myself: stay away from the sides as much as possible. I really am quite impressed by this track overall. I've never seen anything like it at all. Now, when you think of kind of out there tracks in terms of motorbike game, that is, to me, I usually go straight to MX Simulator because you got tracks like Stairway to Heaven, for example. Those are the ones that first spring to my mind. There was some that I can't remember the name of them now, but Storken slash Wallamps, however you want to refer to him as, he made a bunch of extreme tracks, like them tracks where does Bullet Bill have collisions? No, he doesn't yet. Ones where they're just very difficult, like you have to do things in one go, and just things that aren't everyday motocross tracks. And I made a comment, like I can't remember how long ago it was, but I think I said that I wasn't a fan of like weird fantasy tracks, if that makes sense. What I'm referring to is like fantasy motocross tracks, like absolutely huge, unrealistically huge motocross jumps. Stuff like this is completely different. Like, this is a whole different level as far as I'm concerned. Being a little bit ignorant as far as what exactly goes into the whole track making process myself. Granted, I have no idea how many hours this has taken to put together, how much of this is custom, what's been imported from other websites, this, that, and the other. But I just think, like, looking off in the distance here, that Wario to me looks so highly detailed, and I'm sure that it's probably to the right person, it's probably not a big job at all, but to someone like me who's never made anything like that before, it's very impressive. Now, some of these, as you go around, at first I thought they were animated, but I think it's just a case of as you get closer, different parts of them load in. So like this Mario up there, and the little mushroom on the left. So I'm pretty sure they're not like animated files by any means. It's just as you get closer, or you're at different heights, part of the models load in, and then some deload, for example. But overall, really cool. Now, I hopped on the Supermoto because it is concrete traction, so it is extremely slippery if you're on a normal motorbike. And some of you might be wondering, how can you get this track for yourself? To my knowledge, it will be released the Friday after this video is posted. I think this is it might be the first time actually I've managed to somehow use my YouTuber privilege to get a track before it releases, get a track early, which is quite nice, you know. And as soon as he inboxed me and he sent me a picture of this, I was like, yeah, this is something that I need to do a video on. This I'm a bit of a view whore, and you know what, if you put a bright thumbnail with a bunch of colours on there on YouTube, in one way or another it will do well. I'm probably going to sound completely silly saying this now because this video will probably do bad now that I've jinxed myself, but I was just really excited to do it, and it's not been done in bikes before to this extent. There's been nothing this out there, and all I can gather is, so I believe the whole track itself is a model that you can ride on. This brown stripe that you see down here on the side of my screen, this is just like normal dirt texture, which flows right up into the sky, and the model itself is literally placed on / around it, because when you go into the free roam camera and it spawns you like at the corner of the map, it spawns you like miles below, miles and miles. And I'm glad that he's done that, because we get the full kind of atmosphere of this skybox, and the skybox itself, it may very well have just been taken straight from Google Images, but I think it looks incredible. I get to sit here very, very happy with my quite decent new PC and get to enjoy this in all of its glory. Now, there's some tracks in this game where I just feel like I have to ride in third person, and this is one of them. I'm not sure why, but Supermoto for me in third person feels a whole lot more fun. You can see exactly what the back wheel's doing. I don't know if anyone else is like that, if you have certain areas where you'd rather ride third than first. So this is what I mean. This here is the actual terrain, and everything else, to my knowledge, is a model, which I think is quite impressive. What would be quite cool, granted this is, at the point of me recording this, the track is 95% complete. That's in Mr. Toboggan's words himself. So I'm not sure if he's going to add collisions to maybe the bananas or the shells or Bullet Bill. I feel like that could be quite a nice addition, because then you kind of have to watch where you're going. You can't just ride anywhere. And one thing that I think would be a very, very fun idea to do on a track like this would be to do elimination races. Imagine how wild it would be having a bunch of people just trying to go around here as fast as you can, just for a lap at a time. I think that would just make an awesome video, which is something that I'm definitely going to look into in the near future. And I'm obviously, again, I don't know all the ins and outs of importing models and this, that and the other, but surely there's got to be some kind of funny Mario Kart type model that you can find on the internet that you can import into here, like legally, of course. Like, we don't want any of that ripped straight from other game stuff, but obviously you've got websites like Sketchfab, and there's other ones out there. I'm not a modeler, as I say, so I don't know all the different places you can go to get these free models, but there's got to be something out there that you can import just to make it a bit more fun, a bit more interesting. I think I don't know how he's done it again. I'm guessing it's to do with the whole modelling process and the track being a model itself, but the floor being partially transparent to me is such a huge deal. I think if it was just a flat colour, it just wouldn't do it justice as much. I feel like with Rainbow Road you need to be able to see through it partially, and I by no means am the biggest Mario fan. I should probably say Mario, because a lot of you American viewers will probably really hate on me for saying Mario, but you know, it's my accent. I can't help that. Just an average UK man. I've played a couple of Mario games growing up, but I was never like hardcore into it. You know, you get those few people that are really into their Mario and really dedicate themselves to it. My childhood was more like Pokemon rather than Mario. I was kind of the other side of the fence in terms of what game I stand. Speaking of which, I've not played any Pokemon in years at this point. I need to go take a trip down memory lane. I need to bust out the old Nintendo DS and go play some Pokemon, or even actually invest in a Switch or something along those lines, because I've never had a Switch. I had the Wii U. But obviously there was no Pokemon in the Wii U to my knowledge. I just remember standing in my living room on the old the Wii U Fitboard, just doing running like over and over again. I just want to say that I'm very impressed. I feel like I'm a bit of I can be a bit harsh on some tracks from time to time, and obviously this track it's good for a few laps. But obviously if you keep doing laps and laps and laps on it, I'm sure the novelty of it as such would probably wear off after a while. But in those few moments, in those few laps, you just have to like really sit back and think, this is incredibly impressive. Now, that's not to say that all of your other tracks aren't impressive, because you'll probably find that there might have been more time gone into actual motocross tracks than there was that went into this. But it's just a different type of skill, I think, isn't it? And kind of bringing something that you don't usually see to the game is never ever a bad thing, in my opinion. I hope that we can get more like it. I see no reason why we couldn't do, and apparently this track was created itself off the back of the Supermoto video that I done not too long ago, and I said there wasn't enough Supermoto tracks in the game, so Tommy saw that, thought, you know what, we're gonna chuck some Mario Kart in the game. There's your Supermoto track. How about that? And I just really love it, and I guess I'm quite thankful. I'm in a position right now where it's literally, the community is such a big part of this channel, and such a massive part of the gamer's growth in overall. It's really the last year on this game, and in this channel too. And I'm just going to float into the abyss. Can I bring that whip back round? Oh, there you go. You can practice your air physics. Oh my god. I'm going to hold on to it, see what happens. Let's go in first person. Oh my god, can you hear the wind flying past? I'm going back in third. That's wild. I think I'm just going to fall really until my game crashes. But I'm very happy. I feel very privileged to be in the position I'm in, being able to bring you guys all of this content. Thank you to Tommy for making this. Thank you, D-Blue, for helping him make this. Thank you, all of you content creators, for giving me something to put out there for people and be able to show off your work. And if you do want to download this track, then hold fire until Friday. There's going to be comments regarding this. I know there always is, because people get a minute into the video and they comment straight away. Hold fire until Friday. That is the date that I've been given that this track releases. It will be on MX Bikes Mods, to my knowledge, so definitely give it a try at that point. I'm sure all the servers will be filled up with it on the day of release. It seems like one of them tracks that the community are just going to absolutely love and eat up. And same as like when Redbud 2000 was released, there were so many servers that had that track on it on that day of release. So really exciting stuff. I just look forwards to more stuff like this to come. If we could get tracks like Sky Madness and those wild and out there tracks put into this game, it's just one extra thing that to just diversify the game a little bit, and just it's a hell of a lot of fun. And sometimes when you're kind of in the race scene and you're doing Supercross week after week and trying your arse off as hard as you can to go as fast as you can, it can be really, really nice to just step back and just enjoy the game again, which is also where I'm kind of finding joy right now in playing sim every now and then, is just taking a step back from the game, not getting too deep into it, not getting too serious, which is a lot different to how I used to approach games. Back in my sim days, I used to just try hard so much, like multiple hours every single night, to try and be as fast and consistent as possible. But I'm more about enjoying the game. Granted, that probably seems a little bit different to how I come across in those Supercross live streams, because again, I am a very competitive person, but during the week I love doing stuff like this, just trying to have a bit of fun. But then when it comes race night, obviously it's a completely different mood. You want to do as good as possible, and I think I'm actually in a really good position right now as far as Supercross points go. I feel like I'm in second or third in the points overall, so it's going really, really well. And we're only 3 rounds in, of course, but I want to try and keep that going as much as possible. And I think what works for me is probably works different for other people. For me, I can overplay the game and kind of burn myself out and end up riding worse the more I play. For others, they need that time to be put in to be able to run as fast as they can. So there's no one recipe for everybody. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I hope that you guys are all enjoying your time on the game as well. I get numerous comments today saying that people have just got the game because of watching these videos and they're enjoying it and they've put X amount of hours in, and it's just really nice to see. Really, really refreshing to see. And yeah, thank you everyone so much. If you did enjoy this video, please do drop a like. I'd really, really appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then feel free to subscribe. You know, it's every single one helps. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very, very much. And most importantly, I hope you have a lovely day, whatever it is that you guys are up to. And until I catch you guys in the next video, peace.
My tent way too damn dark. Laugh in your face like man dark. Came a long way from the bad days way back. Had to burn down that landmark. Seen some things I ain't really want to see. It's all good. That's what made me me. Now who would I be if I had it easy? Used to break down. Now I'm in a 350. Like whoa, I've been laying way too low. Had to switch up and change my flow, cause I'm back from the block. Had to bust some rocks and dust off the dust to get back in the box. Now why you